Oxford Street in London, famous for shopping, but a thoroughfare currently for empty buses. Retailers here are closed, sitting on stock they can't shift. Many are cancelling orders, causing havoc elsewhere in the world. Bangladesh makes so much of the clothing we buy. It too is in lockdown. In the capital, Dhaka, the factories that supply the biggest names in British retail are deserted. Kelson Begum and her husband both worked in the same factory. Until recently, they earned £160 a month between them. They were sent home in March, initially on paid leave, but they've since been made unemployed.
কি করতে পারি করোনার ভিতরে বলেন কোথায় যা চাকরি নিব কোন জায়গায় খাবো কি কই যাব আমার মেয়েটা এটে পড়ে আমি মেয়েটাকে কিভাবে পড়াশোনা করাবো আর আমার বাপ মার কথা তো বলাই বাহাল আমি নিজেই চলতে পারতেছি না বাপ মানি কিভাবে চলতে পারবো।
According to the Bangladeshi Garment Manufacturers Exporters Association, British retailers have cancelled almost £2.5 billion of clothing orders. Among them these household names, who told us that cancelling orders was a necessity, that they couldn't afford to pay for goods that they are unable to sell, and that they are trying to support suppliers where they can.
These companies, among others, have refused to pay what amounts to over £2 billion worth of contracts to garments companies in Bangladesh, and thereby leaving millions of people unemployed and their families at risk. And that means millions of people who could lose their lives, not because of coronavirus, but because of starvation, and that is just unacceptable.
British retailers are up against it. Debenhams went into administration 3 weeks ago. The company's still trading online, but it's in the process of renegotiating and cancelling some of its contracts. Now, according to Debenhams' last set of accounts, it sources from 67 factories in Bangladesh, which employ 165,000 people. Debenhams told us it has to make tough decisions and is trying to be as fair as possible. But the Bangladeshi government says its factories are in crisis, and unless the British government forces all retailers to honour the orders they've placed, then many will go out of business.
Yeah, it's a major crisis now. Be there, help us out, and try to do something so the factories can survive, factory can produce their goods.
Not everyone is cancelling. Primark says it will pay for every item of clothing it has ordered. The move will cost the company several £100 million. In Bangladesh, factory owners are hoping others will be inspired or obliged to do the same. Joel Hills, ITV News.